So I appreciate everyone coming out on this. I think I know a lot of you, but it's nice to see some new faces. I'm Maureen McGuigan, Director of Arts and Culture for Lackawanna County. So really happy to be here on this very special day at the end of a long process that has produced this beautiful work of art. I'd like to thank Bacardo's, who has allowed us use of this parking lot and this great view of our mural. Just a short story. The other day I stopped in to kind of talk logistics. So Jimmy and Alex have been so helpful, and Alex and I had a great conversation. They're the longest standing business in Scranton, about 95 years. And I mention that because our local business are so connected. It's all about quality of life. They both create a sense of place that makes Scranton and Lackawanna County special. So if you have a chance, go in and thank them and maybe buy something because we do want to support our local businesses. I'm glad to have coffee by Northern Lights. You know, pretty sure we've probably all been there. It's another, that's been there about over 20 years, I believe. And then Cookies by Osborne's, one of our newer businesses who we've had at the Lackawanna Winter Market for the past few years. Nodding over here to Chris Bolton from ECTV. We always appreciate their support. It allows people to see our events if they can't make it out. And a shout out to our program manager, Megan, who did all the balloons and is festive. If it was me, there'd be like, you know, a couple napkins misplaced. I'm lucky to have such creative people. Chris Calvi, who's actually now the director of the Trolley Museum, but who was heavily involved on the end of this, I mean in the beginning of this project when it started with the administrative part, so I really need to give him a shout out. So it was funny today when I was cursing the weather for not cooperating. And you've probably all seen John and Julie out there working in all kinds of weather. But you know, I had to stop myself because it's our weather and our landscape that have given us this varied and beautiful seasons where we live. As you can see, pumpkin patches and fishing and snow and sun. And now we have it depicted in this wonderful gateway to our city. John and Julie are our stars today, and they are here. Where are they? Yeah, so we're going to hear from them in a few minutes because they really are the stars. But we do have some thank yous. And I want to say it's nice to see our city people out here. Mayor Cognetti was able to join us, and our fire chief judge. I told him I'm not bothering him about fireworks, but really a lot of people have been patient with us. I'm sure my little email distribution list will be happy not to get another email from me about lane closures. So we do appreciate that. We're also going to hear from our county commissioners. We are really lucky. We can never take the leadership of investing in the arts for granted. They really understand the importance, what I said earlier, that art makes a quality of life and a sense of place. Before I have our commissioners come up, I just have a few more thank yous because this was a huge project and it's so easy to say no, right? Oh, that's going to disrupt a lot of things. But to say yes and be so involved in our community and make a challenging project easier is really appreciated. April Hannon is here from PennDOT. It is actually a PennDOT retaining wall, and I cannot thank PennDOT enough. They've been very patient as we decided what to do. April guided me through a lot of the logistics. I like to joke that I now have a PhD in traffic control, so if you have any questions about lane closures, I'm your person. But yeah, really, thank you. She connected me to the right people, and I just wouldn't have been able to do it without April and PennDOT. The Radisson, I don't know if Tara Lesneski is here, but you know, this is a very difficult place to do a mural, and we needed some staging areas, so they were so helpful, whatever we needed to use their parking lot, their water, so we were really appreciative to the Radisson. I don't know if Eric Bussard is here. He's one of our local mural artists who actually was really good with color and color matched the priming for me and also did the clear coating. So we appreciate his support. And where's Rose Randazzo? Oh, she's hiding. Rose is one of the most humble people I know. She is chair of the Scranton Tomorrow Mural Arts Program. She volunteers her time and is responsible for most of the great murals we see here. She's also my mural mentor. I think there was a time where I called you every day for a month. practically in tears, but she always walked me off some of the logistical challenges and taught me a lot. So, and she was very instrumental in some of the additions we made, and worked with John and Julie to do that. I don't know if our Chief of Staff is here, Brian Jeffers, and our Deputy Chief of Staff. I really have to give them credit, Tracy Hart, our Deputy Chief of Staff. It was really their vision to do a new mural instead of just redoing the old one or, God forbid, painting it white. It's a daunting enterprise, and you have to be brave to take on a project like this. And their vision was really to do the 4 seasons in Lackawanna County, which I loved. So, Tracy worked very hard on the design process to make sure that we had a mural that will last a long time that reflected so many of the great things we have in Lackawanna County. I think I got everyone. Please yell if I didn't thank you. And I want to thank all of you for coming out here today. The community love and support, again, has made this process a fun one, even through, maybe some of the more logistical challenges. And now, I'm going to bring up our wonderful county commissioners. We have Commissioner Bill Gaughan, Matt McGloin, and Chris Chermak are here today. And I just want them, because again, if you have a chance, thank them, because they are great leaders who are making sure that we have beautiful art in Scranton and Lackawanna County.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you all for joining us as we unveil something truly special, not just for downtown Scranton, but for all of Lackawanna County. Our new mural, which stretches over 12,000 square feet. A new beacon of creativity, culture, and community for everyone who enters downtown Scranton. I'd like to thank the incredible artists, John and Julie Park. And I just found out this morning that Julie has North Scranton connections. She's related to the Holmeses, which makes up about 75% of the crowd here this morning. So Julie, we're actually related, because I'm related to Tim. How about that?
He's related to everybody.
Related to everybody.
Related to everybody.
But you both have done an amazing job, and we're so proud of the work that you put in here. It's unbelievable. We also have to thank, of course, Maureen McGuigan. How about another round of applause for Maureen? Truly a remarkable job by Maureen McGuigan. Also, as Maureen mentioned, Tracy Hart, our Deputy Chief of Staff, and of course, Rose Randazzo, who is the expert on murals, who we relied on heavily. I also want to acknowledge the Mayor of Scranton, Paige Cognetti, as well. So this mural isn't just a piece of art, it's a message that speaks to who we are, where we come from, and where we are going as a city and as a county. It will be one of the first things that people see as they drive into Scranton on the Biden Expressway, and it will set the tone for the vibrant, energetic, and forward-thinking community they are about to encounter. Murals like the one behind us do more than just brighten up a wall. They breathe life into our streets. They turn ordinary spaces into places of inspiration and reflection. They invite us to stop, to look, to think, and most importantly, to feel. Murals reflect the soul of a community, telling stories of our history, our struggles, our triumphs, and our dreams for the future. This mural is a testament to the power of public art. It speaks to resilience, hope, and unity, values that the city of Scranton and Lackawanna County hold dear. And it shows that we are not just a place to pass through, but a destination to explore, to appreciate, and to be proud of. So as we stand here today, dedicating this monumental work of art, let's remember the power of public art to transform. Let's continue to champion creativity in all its forms, and let's celebrate this mural as a symbol of Scranton's heart, its hope, and its unshakable spirit. Thank you.
Well, again, I just want to welcome everybody and thank everybody for coming, and thank the Picardo boys for hosting us here in their brand new remodeled facility. It's really remarkable. Looks great. You know, this has been such a long time coming, and the planning that, when we did the last administration, the planning going with this, and the renditions that we had to look at, and I don't know how Maureen got through all that, but you did an unbelievable job wrangling everybody and keeping it moving. But how these The artist, I watched it every step of the way. I watched you do it. I don't know how you take it from a piece of paper to that wall. I have no idea how you do that, but it's remarkable and it looks beautiful. But it does represent everything here in northeastern Pennsylvania. I think we tried to cover a lot of the different seasons, and it just looks awesome. But again, thank you everybody, and enjoy it. So thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Bill. And so John and Julie haven't stopped smiling since they've been here, and it's probably because they're not getting any more emails from the county or anything like that. Because and one of the great things I think about this project is that and Commissioner Chermak had been here, previously. Commissioner Gaughan, myself took over in early January, and this was one of our main focuses, as Maureen will tell you. We wanted to make sure that we were doing a great job of incorporating not just what Scranton has and what Scranton represents, but really what all of Lackawanna County has to offer, and what really makes Lackawanna County a very special place, and what we all know is the absolute best place to live, to work, and to raise a family. And John and Julie, you have done that. I can't tell you how special this is. And I found myself, with my wife and the kids in the car, taking the long trip around the city to see the updates, to watch you guys paint, and to watch you guys just put on just a truly beautiful display. So thank you so much for your commitment to this project. Maureen, you said something earlier. You said it's easy to say no, and to you it isn't. It's hard to say no. Now we do it, but it's hard to say no to Maureen.
Not without an argument.
And it is because of your passion, your dedication, your commitment to your craft, and what you bring to our county and our team every single day. I mean, this would not be possible without you, and a lot of what's happening right now, and a lot of what is going to continue happening moving forward, will not be possible without the job and the work that you do on just a daily basis. It's been a pleasure to work with you over the past 9 months or so. I just want to give Maureen another round of applause. Again, thank you so much for everyone being here today. Again, this is a wonderful day. It really brightens up the city. And again, I'm really happy to show off here what Lackawanna County has to offer. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay. All right.
Thank you for such kind words. I really enjoy what I do, and of course I don't do it alone. So I really enjoy, that's probably my favorite thing, is working together. And now for the big moment. Thank you for your patience. And I have to say, John and Julie were wonderful to work with. The talent, of course, but the way they dived into Scranton and Lackawanna County, really trying to get our essence. It's not easy to do, to try to, even though it's a large wall, you still have to try to get soul, for lack of a better word, and approach it and really capture that. And they just did a phenomenal job on the design process, but also I definitely had to be brave. It's not an easy area, so there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff. In addition to just being great artists and John's vision, it's also about going out there when it's 90 degrees and when it's cold, and hours, and I'm glad to hear that people recognize that. They're just really nice people too, and mural tourism is on the rise, and Scranton is certainly becoming part of that. So I think this will be just a phenomenal addition, and people will probably come to just see that, or take the long way around, as Commissioner McGloin said. So I'm going to stop talking now, but would you guys like to come up? And John is a professional muralist born in Korea and raised in Ohio. He received his training at the Rhode Island School of Design, where he studied figure drawing, oil painting, and anatomy. When he moved to Los Angeles in the late 90s, he was introduced to large-scale mural painting. Since then, he has painted dozens of murals in multiple cities around America, although the majority of his murals can be found in Southern California, and now we have this one. His work ranges from small private commissions to multi-thousand square foot murals for major corporations like Nike and Universal Music Group. Julie Hunter began her career in hotel management, but she transferred her skills to the art world, where she honed her talents in managing complex projects and now assists John Park LLC arranging logistics, as well as assisting with painting. And Julie is also the lead project manager for Beautify, a mural agency that runs art-related campaigns for major corporations. And now we're going to hear more from them. So
Thanks, Maureen.
Thanks, Maureen. I would just like to say, on behalf of my wife and I, just give a heartfelt thank you to Lackawanna County and the City of Scranton for entrusting us with this major project. It's the redesign of the gateway into Scranton, and I know it means a lot. And there was a lot of trust involved, so thank you for that. Really, thank you for investing in public art. We are firm believers in the power that public art, especially large-scale public art, has to spark conversations, to foster a sense of community, and to create new experiences for visitors and residents alike. And our hope is that these murals will be a benefit to the people of Scranton and the Lackawanna County for years to come. So thank you.
do you want to say anything, Julie, or should we open it up?
Well, I mostly would just love to say thank you to Maureen, to Rose, to Tracy, the commissioners, Lackawanna County, for hosting us, having us, and like John has said, entrusting us with this vision to bring more vibrancy to the gateway of Scranton. And it's a unique experience for the people who were able to witness it unfold, because the process is kind of mysterious and if you haven't seen it before. So it's neat to be able to see that. And then there's a lot of faith involved, because you hope that it will enliven a community, bring people together, spark conversation. So hopefully that faith pays off in the future after years of having those conversations, seeing that transformation. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts for having us this summer.
I do have one question, because I didn't read it in your bio, but in your longer bio, you talk about some of your influences in your style. How would you define your style, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a modern, I think right now it's called New Contemporary, which is a little bit redundant, but the style is essentially New Contemporary, which is a mixture of classical realism mixed with modern interpretations of backgrounds, especially using bold graphic elements and things like that. I'm happy to say that it actually came in right exactly in the time that we thought it would take 4 months. It took 4 months. So that was good. And yeah, it's just a lot of planning, which Julie does most of. So thank you.
How do you approach a project? Like how, I know Julie has some connections in northeastern PA, but I know you're now an official Scrantonian, but how did you start when you do a work?
I mean, she was so pivotal in the entire design. You know, I pretty much based a lot of it on her childhood stories of growing up in the Abingtons and going up to Lake Wallenpaupack, and just a lot of her childhood experiences kind of informed what this mural became. And then, of course, there was the great feedback that we got during the redesign phase. Thank you, Rose. That I think really improved it as well. So it's definitely a mixture of figuring out what the county needs, and looking at the creative brief, and then also then interpreting it through what I think.
Very well. I think that's a great note to end on, and you might still have time to walk down and check out the other mural. It's not that far, and we hope that you will come back again and stay connected to Scranton.
That is our
You
hope.
have become one of our community over these past months, and thank you again for your talent, time, and just graciousness. So, and thank you again for coming out. And there's lots of murals. October 4th, we have the unveiling of the Scranton Jazz mural, which Rose and Scranton tomorrow. I see Leslie Collins and Steve Ward. So make sure you come out for that one as well. Have a great day.
Thank you.